Boomy, boomy.
has long
Tied
claws,
to paranormal
pink
fog
faces are
and
cursed.
Which of these monsters is truly the most terrifying? We're taking you continent to continent to find the top 10 scariest monsters in the world, learning of the bone-chilling legends behind them and the stories that catapulted them into modern pop culture. And if we're lucky, we'll witness videos of alleged encounters with these fiendish beasts.
Thousands of people are seeing these creatures.
They're clearly frightening.
Oh.
The question is if monsters
Where
are
are
real
the
or not.
world?
The question is if monsters are real, where are they hiding?
I'm gonna do my own MUFON style paranormal news network. I'm gonna write my own articles, but I need to get someone to collect the flags and all articles. Spirit my ass. See, my spelling errors are crazy.
Kicking off our countdown
I'm
at
gonna find
number
out
10
who's
is a
here.
monster that walks among us by day. But at night,
Go into a
transforms into a
hypochondriac
terrifying hunter of
face
human beings.
This guy's
One who
fighting.
roams the forests of Eastern Europe and could rip you to shreds in minutes. The infamous werewolf.
Where did the werewolf culture come from? It's huge in society. It's in all kinds of movies. The Howling. It's in the Twilight series. Books and magazines. Cartoons. He's one of the old school monsters. If he's real, I'm scared to death. Jaws, snout, big teeth, terrifying, glowing eyes, big ears, standing on the head.
Realistic
Terrifying.
In human form, a werewolf looks just like a normal human, which is part of what makes them so terrifying. They can't look at a person and know whether they're a werewolf until they become a werewolf. This is basically a person losing all of their rationality, losing all of the things that make them human and becoming an animal.
That wouldn't be dangerous.
The transformation for a werewolf is probably one of the most iconic moments in any story that's related to the werewolf.
Earlier, I
These
made my
human
guy
bodies, right, are starting to, break and bend in
like
weird
over
places,
his entire
to
body.
kind of fill
They
the
let go
idea
of
of what
his
a
entire
wolf
body.
would look like, right? So their claws are popping out, their
Like
feet
to
are
do
bending
a
inward,
relaxation.
their faces are growing, the teeth and their fangs are growing. It's such a
They're
frightening
all
display.
The thing that makes werewolves doubly scary is the simple fact that they could be walking among us right now. It could be your cousin, it could be your father, it could be your neighbor, and you just wouldn't know that they could be that dangerous.
I don't know what these are.
For nearly all of the monsters on our list, eyewitness accounts
I don't think you could
and
actually make a
often wildly
personality with
contradictory
it.
descriptions of them.
You made me, I'm a cougar and I'm a female, I love you. The cougar's all I
Some
love you.
eyewitnesses describe them as hulking, almost giant creatures. Others depict them as smaller and more dog-like. Some accounts describe them as more human in form, while others are more lupine. Either way,
The right one.
werewolves have struck fear into the hearts of people across the world for centuries. With the first stories of these menacing man-beasts emerging in Eastern Europe during the late Middle Ages.
See, the idea is
According to
putting
various historical texts,
Sarge
in the 16th century, one of the
is
most
like
famous
a
werewolves was a
wizard that
German man
became
named
a
Peter
werewolf,
Stu.
and he's also a wizard.
Reportedly, Peter
And
Stu
he's
was
in the
able to
modern
transform into
day
a werewolf
working in the
because of
army
a
and
perhaps he named the devil at a young
They
age.
have their own
While promising to do all
paranormal
these
unit.
horrific deeds, the
Where
devil
they have
gifted
this
him
werewolf
with
guy
a
who's
werewolf girdle or
magician.
belt to allow him to transform
It's
at
like a
will
Hellboy
to commit
film.
all
He
these
doesn't look
atrocious
like
acts.
anything but a regular human.
According to the
He
story,
turns on wolf
for
form
the next 2
sometimes.
decades, Peter,
Well,
when in
make a whole
werewolf
comic
form,
out of it.
took the lives of more than a dozen of his neighbors, including women,
Yeah, I get the
children,
geek
friends,
stuff,
and
but-
family members, which prompted a massive hunt for the beast.
These hunters are out one
Who
day
would
trying to
think
capture
that
this
the
wolf.
women
They're
or the
chasing the
wolf
wolf,
would
their
be
dogs are
killed
chasing the
into
wolf, and it goes behind these bushes.
a
We're in this area they
mountain.
can't see, and all of a sudden who's there? It's a naked Peter Stu. So they think, of course, Peter just transformed from wolf into this human figure.
Peter was taken into custody and stood trial for his alleged crimes.
Someone fell asleep.
He killed 16 people, according to the trial records, including his own son, whose brains he allegedly ate once he confessed under torture to all of these crimes and to the pact with the devil that had motivated and enabled them. He was brutally executed along with his daughter and his mistress. All of these horrifying things were printed and distributed widely just all over Europe.
As the story of Peter Stu, the bloodthirsty werewolf, spread across Europe. People feared either being attacked by one of these monsters or becoming one themselves. But in order to become a werewolf, you have to come face to face with one.
There are many different ways that people can become werewolves. It depends on the culture and it depends on the legend that I guess you're talking about. One of the most infamous ways is if you're bitten by a werewolf, you will become a werewolf. But I've also heard that they can curse you, and every time you see a full moon, you turn into a werewolf.
That's just a wonderful man.
I think a very scary part of werewolves is that they could be walking among us and we wouldn't even know it.
In some traditions, there are signs that would be an indication of a person being a werewolf. They're often not physical signs, they tend to more so be behavioral. So obviously if you notice that they spontaneously go missing at every full moon, that might be a thing to look out for.
Werewolves hang around the forest, it's easy for them to evade anything if they need to, and it's also a place for them to act kind of like animals. So I would say just don't find yourself walking alone at night in the woods where you hear some owls and a big moon.
Or people have captured what many believe are videos of modern-day werewolves. Perhaps the most disturbing video, and one that initially seemed to prove the existence of the werewolf, is a clip that was posted on TikTok in 2023, which viewers claimed was taken in Pakistan the previous year. According to the story that circulated online, the beast had been hit by a car, but when the drivers of the vehicle called for ambulances, government officials arrived on the scene. And the werewolf was allegedly whisked off to a research facility and never seen again. However, just as the story went viral, a special effects artist named Rob Kabaski came forward and announced that he had created the monster for a motion picture studio back in 2020. Today, speculation still abounds that the werewolf was real, and that the video is proof these creatures do in fact exist. Whether the beast was real or not, there is one sure way to kill an actual werewolf, as one werewolf hunter explains on social media.
In case you didn't know, it takes a silver bullet to stop a werewolf. We got the big dog to polish off the werewolf family. You shouldn't be going anywhere in the woods without this 25-ounce pure silver.
I think the werewolf has to be one of the most scariest monsters, because it could only be killed by a silver bullet.
You're supposed to shoot witches and shit.
You know.
We don't have any real
Werewolves are one of the
powers.
monsters that remind
Look at
me
this shoot a guy with
basically
cracks
how
of magic
ill-equipped human beings are to
with a
survive.
silver
When you really
bullet.
get down to it, we're
I can't even think about the products and stuff.
and I think
There's some
werewolves are very frightening.
bitch high on acid in the backyard.
Yes. It's terrifying.
This is high on acid. You don't shoot them. Wow.
Nick is made with 9 clean ingredients and is good
Why
for
is
skin
it
without
brown?
leaving white marks or residue. 72-hour odor protection that cares for skin isn't a myth.
No.
Right?
All my injections.
What?
You didn't check Trugo.
I got mine for 220.
Yeah,
Check your log. Oh, yeah?
No. Well, I don't know why the hell.
From multiple different sites. Even your favorite one.
Same hotel. Over 100 bucks.
Back on the paranormal.
Check Trivago compare prices and save up to 35%. Hotel.
Can really run Trivago. At the same time. So.
I feel this too.
You never know what the match. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna turn it off and pack this. Good night.